Hello everybody, Jared back again, and welcome to another episode of NHL 21 Franchise Mode with your Seattle Wizards. Alright guys, it's time to jump back into this and jump into the playoffs of the 26-27 season. We are going to be starting off in our first round with the Edmonton Oilers. We did take a quick look at their lines at the end of last episode, but let's take one more quick glance over what it is we're going up against here. Obviously going up against McJesus and Draisaitl as the 1-2 punch. This first line also has Gurionov, who I believe we had for a little while, and Kyler Yamamoto, who is looking pretty awesome up on this line. 96 overall offensive awareness. Pretty sick. They've got Colin White, Draisaitl, and Yanni Gourde on this second line. Yanni Gourde still at an 85 overall at 35 years of age. Pretty awesome. Nieto and Brandon Tanev. And then they have Akil Thomas down here on the third line as a depth forward, strangely enough, which is pretty interesting. I wouldn't think that they would have that kind of a rating as a depth forward, but they do. Still, that is pretty awesome. I actually didn't even realize that he was rated as depth, and he's going to do totally fine down there. And yes, they have a couple Canucks on this team. So they have Chychrun and Tyler Myers. Tyler Myers as a top 2 defenseman at 79 overall. Probably not the best thing in the entire world. Really not that great. Juolevi I probably would have put up there instead. I think we definitely have the upper hand on defense there. And we They do have Connor Hellebuyck. This is a pretty sharp team, and when you have a 1-2 punch of McDavid and Draisaitl, they're really, you really cannot take a night off. There is a good chance they're going to just, do what they do in real life. All right, let's get the first 3 games simmed here. See how we do. See what games we have to slow sim. We lose the first one, win the second one, and win the third one there. So let's get all the way up to, well, if we win this one, we may have to slow sim the next one here. Are we going to win? We did. So there is a chance for us to get out of this in 5 games. Let's see how we do. Doing pretty well. Not putting the puck in the net as much as I would like us to, but also not letting it in too fast. All right, so let's just get this first period simmed here. It is 2-2, 10 shots by 10 shots. McCabe and McDavid, and then we have Ferland and Olsen. So some of our third and fourth line guys picking up the pace there, and we are on pace here, guys. Olsen gets his second. Quinton Byfield, Shane Wright, Yanni Gourde comes and does one himself. But let's see, with a little bit more of a slow sim here, if we can get out of this series in only 5 games, have a little bit of a rest before we start our next series, would be amazing. We are out shooting them 34-25. I think we're got at this, guys. I think we got this, unless McDavid has a late period push here, which does not seem like it's going to happen. I think we are going out of this in 5 games. Well done, Seattle Wizards. Pretty stoked on that. All right, let's see how our team did. I'm not going to take a quick, a really deep look. Let's actually just get ourselves up to the next team here. See who we're going to be facing. Oh, looks like everybody's going a little bit longer. Up to here. Who are we facing? The LA Kings. They have, who do they have? They have 2 of the same player, because I made another mistake where I didn't take away the creative player that they had in there. Let's see who it is. Shane Wright, 5 goals, 5 games. Not bad at all. I think that's all I'm going to see. That's all I'm going to look at. I don't really care. Looking at view lines, let's look at the LA Kings and see what they have in store for us. Is L the right way? They're right in the beginning. They're right in the middle. Doesn't really matter. Yes, Turcotte down the middle. That's my fault. They have Taylor Hall on the second line here. 35-year-old Taylor Hall. They have Arthur Kaliev, who I should know who this guy is, I'm assuming. Not bad. 95 overall offensive awareness, 95 passing. That guy is a pretty sick. And then they have Antti Ranti. That is a absolute sick line there. I'm not too sure who was created and who is not. I do not know. They have Gabe Vilardi down here as their third line center. That is absolutely crazy. And then Rasmus Kapari down here as the fourth line. They are very deep. They're very deep in general. They have Mikael Granlund here on the third line. Another player. Wow, he's even listed as third line. Interesting. He was our second line center for years, as you guys remember. Pretty awesome. That's crazy. They got some absolute depth there. Let's see what they look like on defense. Clinton, Trouba, not bad. Fabio, then they go Dylan. They go off a little bit after their top 3 there, but that is still nothing to sneeze at. They are, yeah, they got a team. They definitely have a team, and they have this mid-elite goalie. I'm not too sure where he comes from. He was drafted by them in the 4th round as a medium elite. Wow, what a steal for those guys. That is amazing. Very rare you see that happening. All right, let's get this simmed out and see how we do against the LA Kings. So first things first, we're going to go all the way to game 4, see where we line up once we get there. 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins in a row. Wow. Okay, is there a chance for us to sweep the LA Kings here? Let's see. Period 1, they come out with a 1-0 lead on Fabio on Wallstead. But we come back with 3 goals, McKinn, and Shaw. One of the Turcottes gets a goal, but we are outshooting them 26-21. Let's get this last period simmed. Can we sweep the LA Kings here and get ourselves to the conference finals? Shane Wright, there it is. Gets us a little bit of room. That's amazing. Still out shooting these guys, although they are coming back. Man, Olsen is putting pucks in the net during this playoffs. I am not mad about that. That is amazing. Outshooting them 35-30. Wallstead is having himself a playoffs, you guys. We should definitely go and check out the stats now. I want to know how well Wallstead is doing. That is amazing. Let's see who we are facing in the next round. Who is going to pop out? Looks like it's going to be us against the Winnipeg Jets. Yeah, look at Harold Olsen. That is absolutely fantastic. Oh, wait, wrong spot there. Sorry about that. Let's get ourselves over to player stats here and see how the team is doing. Giannis and Olsen and Wright are all point per game. But yeah, that is awesome for the kid. 21 years old, 5-5, and Shane Wright with 6 goals. McGinn with 6 goals. Hoglander with 8. We have quite a few. Or basically our top 6 is doing absolutely brilliant. Quinton Byfield's a little bit on the slow end, and we don't really have any defensemen that are doing great. Actually, that's not true. Zach is doing pretty well. Let's look at goalies here. Jasper's played every game. He's got a .931 average, basically a 2.0 goals against average, and he has won 8 of his 9 starts. That is absolutely fan-bloody-tastic. All right, let's go see what the Winnipeg Jets have to offer us. Just gonna take a little sip of water here. All right. Winnipeg Jets all the way down here. All right, they got Thomas Sunderstrom. They got Dubois, Nikolai Ehlers. They've got Ludvig Anderson, 21 years old, low elite, and he's pushing like that. That is amazing. Cole Perfetti, Christian Vesalainen. I don't know why I'm struggling with that name, but he's pretty sick. They have Kubalik, Seattle legend, out there on the 3rd line with Comfer and Sam Bennett. Then they have Andrew Comp, Ludsternit, and man, they have a pretty decent team here, guys. Particularly the wingers on this 3rd line. They are deep, very, very deep. Well, I've already pressed this button. Let's go see. They have Jonas Kopisaros. Not terrible goalies. Obviously, we have them out on the goaltenders there. But they have a pretty sharp defensive team here. They got Neil Plonk, Evan Bouchard, Samuel Girard, Peterson, and Wagner. Wow, that's not a bad defensive core. It's I was going to say it's aging, but it's actually not that old of a defensive core. This is going to be a hard team to face, guys. This is going to be a struggle. All right, let's see how we fare against the Winnipeg Jets. Titan in Canada. Let's see how this goes. We lose the first game. I am going to go through and I'm going to do the scouting here. I want to get as good of a pick as possible. Looks like we still don't have that first overall pick scouted. It looks like it's not that deep of a draft, actually. But I am going to go through and send out the scouts where need be, and I will bring you guys right back. Okay, so that is the top round, the first round there being scouted. But it looks like we have somebody that is a potential franchise out there being scouted. I highly doubt he's going to be that. I want to star these guys and take a look at these guys if we can. We also have a goalie out here that is probably a mid-elite. Let's keep going through here and see if there's anybody that we're not scouting that has a potential to be mid-elite and send out the scouts to these guys. I'm only going to do, yeah, just these 2-tick guys. I'm not going to go any farther for this. I don't want to go too far with this. Let's go down to our low elites. Did we find any low elites? It looks like we have. In fact, we found 2 of them. We have a power forward and a playmaker. I'm going to pin both those guys. I have a feeling we're going to go after both this guy. It's already being scouted. Already being scouted. Yeah, I'm just going to leave everybody else there. I'm not going to worry about anybody else. Everybody here, all these top 6s, I'm going to pin. A 2-way forward in probably the late 3rd round there. Definitely not something to sneeze at. There's quite a few guys there that are nothing to horribly sneeze at. We got this guy who is, I'm going to pin you as well because he is, pin both these guys. They are both potential gems. Not a bad thing to grab. Pinning you. And I think that's really it. Just the top 4s and all that jazz. Lost to 1-1. Let's see if we lose or win this one. We lost 9-0. What the heck happened there, guys? Well, it looks like in the conference finals, we are being put on the chopping block. Let's see if we can survive to play another day here, guys. If we are perennial conference final losers, I'm going to be pretty upset. We are down 2-0 after the first period. We're out shooting them. Oh, come on, you guys, please. Looks like we are about to be sent packing in the 5th game of the conference finals. Not as big of a push as I would like, guys. My team's still pretty young, but I still think this. Well, they have a pretty strong team. They do have a pretty strong team. I was going to blame EA and their whole sim situation. But, I mean, can you really see our team being shut out 2 games in a row? I can't see that. I cannot see that. Connor Hellebuck is an amazing goalie, but he can't be that good. All right, let's get ourselves up to the draft. We will see who wins the Stanley Cup here. Who is it going to be? The Toronto Maple Leafs win the Stanley Cup. Wow. Look at that. Maximum cap salary is now $100 million. Pretty awesome. And we got ourselves, Vancouver went up to the 13 over, from the 13th to the 1st. Pittsburgh from 8 to 2nd. Wow. Poor Calgary and Dallas. Yikes. There is a chance, though, seeing as Vancouver was that far out of it, they may be willing to release that. Huh. We will have to see. Let's go and take a look. I want to see the postseason awards and whatnot. Who won what? We already looked, so it looks like Stanley Cup went to Toronto. Obviously, St. Louis with Presidents. Right. Prince of Wales, blah, blah. That's all we really need. We want the individual awards. All right. Or Art Roth went to Cole Caulfield. Yeah, we already knew that. He also gets the Hart. James Norris goes to Brandstrom. I don't remember him being a choice that we were looking at. Maybe he was. I'll have to remember. Lady Bing goes to Point. Calder goes to Pusher. Conn Smythe is Robertson, and Wallstead is Wallstead gets the Vezina and the William N. Jennings. Good job on him. That is amazing. Barkov got the Selke. I believe I called that, actually, so that's pretty awesome. All right, those are our trophy winners. All right, let us before I jump in this, I actually want to see viewing contracts. Did anybody want to say yes now, or is everybody still saying no? Werenski's saying yes. And goalies, Wallstead is saying no. I'm going to wait on both of them. I'm still going to wait on both of them. We can always RFA them, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. All right, let's get ourselves to the draft here, guys. I'm not going to view the draft class. It's totally fine. We're going to get what we get. I may try to push forward. We have a goalie that has some value on him that we could push forward, push up a little bit in the draft if there's someone that we really are looking into. Jonathan Taves calls it quits. What a career for this. Captain Sirius there, almost 800 assists. And Phil Kessel, Phil the Thrill calls it quits at age 39, 73 overall. You were still 82 overall. That's pretty awesome. Eric Carlson calls it quits, 72 overall for him as well. Wow, he dropped off fast. Wow, Van Riemsdyk got quite a few points in his career, didn't he? Roman Josi also called it quits, quite high up overall. I would have liked to see him stick around for a little while longer. Doughty definitely needed to call it quits. Mikael Backstrom, pretty awesome. Then we got a couple Russians here, Dadonov and Nyquist. Nielsen, Jared Sturgeon. Really? Yeah. I guess he would get that old. Tanner Pearson. Good career from him, all the way down to a 70 over at 34 years old. What happened, Tanner? What the heck happened to you, dude? That's terrifying. Oh gosh. Tyler Myers called it quits after being on that top line. Looks like he was sent down during the playoffs, maybe. Interesting. TJ Brody there, pretty awesome. Gardner. Lots of names. Nate Schmidt there. Travis Hamonic, a bunch of awesome guys. I know once you get down to this kind of side, you're not seeing point getters, you're seeing defensive defensemen, right? So Chris Tanev, great career for you. DeHaan, awesome, probably career for him. He actually called it quits on Vancouver. Interesting. Josh Levo, Goodrow, Wagner, lots of these guys. All right, that's most of the big name dudes. Let's see if any big goalies called it quits. Bobrovsky calls it quits. Not bad overall stats throughout his entire career. Same with Rask. Varlamov's had a really good career there as well. Jake Allen, not bad. And then a bunch of backups. Although I'm thinking Jack Campbell probably is going to have a little bit more games than he has here, to be completely honest. Oh, gosh, 68 overall? Doing him dirty. And that's basically it for his big for your names here. Jack Allen actually called it quits. Let's see if any of these goalies could have played a little longer. Nah. Goalies tend to actually call it quits at the correct age in these games. Okay, let's get ourselves out of here and see what this draft class is going to be. Are we losing anybody from... Nothing from Seattle? What about Burnaby? No. We are fine for our coaches. Well, look at that. I'm not going to commit. I'm not going to do any interviews. I'm not going to do it. I just want to get going. All right, let's go to the draft class and see what we can see. Now, they don't want to give that up. Let's take a look. So where are we picking? I think we're probably going to be picking like what? 30th. Okay, so our pick is not going to be that useful. What is the earliest pick that is on the block? 12 and 13. Let's view the draft class, see if there's anything up in the 12 to 13 range that we want. I don't think we really need a top 6 forward anymore. At least nothing insane. So we've got a two-way forward here that is a medium elite. Could be somebody we could go for. And if all else fails, we would get this top 6 power forward. What are you looking like? Leadership skills, pro release, 2 years, Jeff Carter. He is a fantastic leader, has pro mentality, cares about winning, seems very loyal. He is probably going to go 14th overall. I think that would be an awesome thing to go for. So I say we go for this 12th overall pick and see what we can send their way for that pick. So what would make the most sense would be to send our own pick, and then there is a goalie in here somewhere. I believe there's this guy right here. Due to the fact that we already have a potential guy to take over for us, and I cannot see us not using Wallstead for a long time, I think that this guy can be put on the block here. So let's see, will they go for this? Trade accepted. Absolutely perfect. We're going to get ourselves that top 6 guy. All right, let's sim all the way up to our pick. I'm going to go back through. We have time to go through it. I just want to see what everybody went. A name that I cannot pronounce, a sniper, 83 overall. Yeah, not bad. Look at that shot, too. Then we got a power forward here in Greg Haynes. Wouldn't have been a bad guy. Look at his defensive stats. And as a left wing, he has 80 face-off, which kind of is boosting his stats a little bit. But overall, not bad at all. Is definitely going to put that puck in the net. Two-way forward here. Not terrible. Another power forward, another two-way. Oh, bad pick, you guys. This guy got left behind. 93 overall on all his offensive stats. Yikes, there's something that would have been nice to jump up for, eh? Matheson. All right, let's see who is here. Now, here's the question. We either have this right wing two-way forward, who has good offensive instincts, foot speed, offensive creativity, no weaknesses. He's going to take a little longer, and loyalty is a concern. I think I'm just going to go for this guy. I don't care that he's a top 6. He's probably going to be, at most, a potential second-line center and probably a potential third-line center. More than anything, I'm okay with him taking a little while to get there. Let's go to view the draft class. I think I may want to trade up a little bit here, guys, because I think in this second round, there's some players that I probably want to snag, like this guy. Although you are a two-way forward, I don't know if I particularly need to go for you. This guy is a potential power forward. Leadership ability, lacks... has a pro mentality. You know what? Let's get ourselves up to the next round. Let's just go get up to the second round and see what there is to go here on now. All right, so this guy is 6'2", age 17. Oh, he's NHL ready, you guys. He's good to go. He's a top 6 and he's NHL ready. And he's a two-way forward, which isn't terrible, but it's also only 3 ticks. We actually don't quite know what he is. He's looking like he's going to go 39th overall. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. I think we can get him here. Let's see if there is any garbage I can send their way that I don't particularly need. Top 6, 19. We have a second Giannis here. He's a sniper. I'm going to hold on to you. Got some low elites. There is this guy that they actually want. So if you want him, you can have him. And I can package together maybe something like this. Maybe? They're not interested. Okay, well, what about I give you a second next year? Will that go through? This second is worth a decent chunk of change right now, you guys. I want this guy for some weird reason. I'm feeling like I want him. This has been accepted. That was probably a lot to give up. But I'm kind of very interested in grabbing this pick. Cole Felito. Welcome to the team, my friend. 78 overall playmaker, left wing. Not great defensively, but I think he might turn into something. 82 is not terrible at his rating for his defensive awareness. Got pretty good skating, decent shot. Overall, decent. Just overall decent. I'm not mad about that. All right, I'm just gonna sim up to my next pick, and I'm just gonna pick whatever is the easiest for me to see. I'm not gonna try and wheel or deal here. We've got a defensive defenseman here in Soderstrom. He lacks an offensive consistency, but you're a DFD. He's 5 years out though. Is there something better to grab? We have a potential mid elite there. I'm just gonna go through and see what is around. Let's go to my pinned. What do I have pinned? I only have one guy pinned? Seriously? How about potential? I might just grab... We definitely will be able to grab this guy later. I'm going to leave him alone. There's this Sunderstrom. Character maturity, 5 years. Looking more for right D than anything. We got a power forward there. We got a right D low. Character foot speed. We don't know a lot about him. If this guy's a right D, I will take him. Where well, this low. Are you a right D? You're a lefty. 20 over. He's 20 years old. I'm gonna grab him. We'll see what he looks like. Oh wow. 20 years age and 20 years of age, and he's already 57 overall. That's too far up for the next pick. Just a second for that goalie that I want to get. He was at 104, and we don't have that. Wait, when is that goalie? Oh, never mind. He's at 151. And if I were to... Oh, yeah, we totally fine to grab him here. Never mind. Never mind at all. Actually, what I might do, let's see what's around. Lefty. Anything floating. There's a lefty there. Nah, I'm just going to grab him here. Just going to grab him here. Not even going to worry about it. Medium elite goalie. More value to us. That's amazing. Let's just grab the highest value stuff around here, and then we can move ourselves along. We've got a... Where are you from, my friend? Where is that flag from? I have no idea. This guy has a potential. It's going to be a bottom 6. Yeah. I'm just going to take a shot. Why not take a shot every once in a while, right, you guys? We got a potential starter there. I'm going to go for that as well. Grab goalies in the late round. Usually not a bad idea. Obviously, that is absolutely nothing. Round 7. Is there anything available to us out here? Let's see if there's any gems. Any gems? Nope. All right. Ooh. You're a potential enforcer. Not gonna go over that. You are a couple 2 ticks. And grab the goalie. Wah! Get over here, dude. A medium elite. Oh, hilarious. Oh, hilarious. That is so funny to me. Oh, wow. Okay, let's try that one more time. Is that other one there? Potential medium elite? I think I might go for one of these guys instead, though. Let's try going for this guy. Just as a shot in the dark, he might be low elite. Nope, not a chance. Same entire draft. Time to go and make our team just that little bit better, guys. Our first pick, actually our first 2 picks are pretty solid. We got 2 medium elite goalies, which is just value in the bank. Absolutely amazing. Let's go to the re-sign phase, see how our players are doing. I'm just going to send all of these guys another contract. Don't even worry about it. Let's just see. Just give them all what they're asking for, a little bit more money than what they want. They're all just asking for like 2 years, which isn't great, but not terrible either. And we'll possibly take a shot in the dark to see if there's any A+ scouts out there. But I don't mind my scouting team. They're doing a pretty good job. They're doing just fine. You guys are great. I like you. All right, let's see if everybody says yes to this here. There you go, my friend. Everybody's making decent money out there in the world. Zucker, you are a B-, so obviously you would be the guy that would get replaced, unfortunately. 9 players are about to become restricted free agent, including Shane Wright and goalie Jesper Wallstedt, which is awesome that they are restricted, because that means if we cannot re-sign them, at the very least, we should be able to RFA them. Now, Zach is a different idea here. We have cap space of 38 million, so we should be fine. Shane Wright, there's this guy here. What are you looking for? Yeah, go for it. Let's get rid of some of this garbage. You are out of here. Are these guys all asking for 2-ways? They are. If they're asking for 2-ways, it shouldn't affect our cap too much. So cleaning up some of this garbage is going to be a little bit useful. There you go, dude. Nicole. We're looking for good things out of that guy if possible. Bure never really panned out, but he can continue to hold the fort down there in the A. That is awesome. All right, so we got Werenski and we've got Shane Wright. So Werenski wants to come back, right? Yes, and he wants to come back for a decent chunk of time. I'm going to say 3 years. Let's see what kind of contract we can get him down to. So it doesn't really go up. 3 years is kind of the cheapest we can get him for. He's pretty good. That'll keep him up to his 32. I doubt he'll degrade after that. then he goes up after that. Let's try 3 years. Let's get the best deal we can out of him. 11.5 times 0.85 equals 9 point. Basically, I'm gonna say 9.8. It's 9.775, but I'm gonna say 9.8 just to make sure he says yes, if possible. Shane Wright, you're saying no. What if I gave you 1 year, 12 million, and hopefully get him for a better deal after this year? Let's try that. Going to goalies. You, my friend, are just wanting a standard contract. Sure, you're still saying no, but you're asking for a contract that I would love to give you. Let's try this first off and see what he says about it. Let's see if we can clean up some of this garbage here. You're happy for renewal. There's going to be a bunch of scouts here that are going to say yes to this first. Ooh, Shane Wright has re-signed. And Jasper Wright has also re-signed. Wow. I'm impressed that they said yes to that. That is actually pretty crazy. Okay. Werenski said, wow, the one guy that actually did want to come back said no to what I offered him. Interesting. All right, let's take a look here. So you're still saying yes to coming back. You're still wanting that. Let's try going down to 10. 3 years at 10 mil, and we will work our way from there. Offer contract. Okay, so Zach is still saying no to that. How about we do 1 year at 12 as well? Let's just give everybody 1 year contracts and we'll try and negotiate them to better contracts during the year. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Zach. Is there any unsigned players that I want on my team? So, I'm going to leave that dude off for now. Where are you from, Parent? You are from the OHL, so he would also play not here. So leaving him off makes a little bit of sense. We have already 47 contracts, so I'm not going to sign any of these guys. They can all stay off contract. Let's see the goalies, make sure there's anybody there I want. You guys can all stay off contract as well. So I think that's actually it for contracts. So let's sim to free agency and see who is there / who we need to grab. Yeah. 50 contracts. Now, first off, all right. One of the Turcottes, Jordan Eberle. I don't think we need any of these guys. I think if anything, it would be two-way players and something along the lines of these guys that I'd be going for. Is there any potential guys like this guy? Although he is low. So unless... Ooh, we got a low elite enforcer here. Yes, please. Heck yeah. Definitely not going to go anywhere, but I'm not going to say no to that. I'm not going to offer really anybody contracts here. I think that seeing as there's not really anybody there, I'm just going to leave it as is. Let's go to scouts, see if there's any scouts that we can grab before we do anything else. Hiring scouts. We can also look at coaches because there's a chance there are some good coaches out there. Okay, there are a few coaches here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer the younger coaches some roles. You, please come. I'm going to offer basically the 3 guys that are in their 40s pluses roles to come and see if they say yes or not. You're in your 30s, which is even awesome. So that's going to be 3 A minus scouts here. So then we would be able to take away you, basically just the bottom 3 here. I'll go by age after Zucker gets fired here. So firing Zucker. And then going by age down at the bottom here, whoever is oldest. So you, and then, because everybody here is going to be Bs, right? Yeah, everybody's Bs. So just firing the next oldest as well. You're 56. yeah, I think you're the guy to go. Have a good retirement, my friend. Have a good retirement. Sorry to let you go so early, but he should be fine. And then the next 3 guys will be able to slot in there and be A+ in their spots in the future. What am I doing, guys? I need to stop doing this. They're all accepting, which is awesome. I'm just going to go and actually send them to where they need to go. Can I assign the scouts yet? I can't actually assign them. Never mind. I'll assign them in the future. In the future, you guys will be assigned, and they would be all up here, actually. They're these 3, I believe. So I'll fix them in the future. For right now, I actually wanted to look at coaching staff to see if there is... Now that our team is basically built the way I want to, I'm going to see if there's anybody that is a better fit than what we have right now. We've got this guy. I think we've looked at him in the past. 51 is not. Woo! Just a second. Look at this guy. 60 years of age. 69 overall scheme fit. Likes the majority of our players. How does 69... Well, let's also let's just make sure that that's not the absolute best. 64. 73? Good gosh, dude. You love Miller and Ghost. You love Olsen. You're not a huge fan of Chikorovich, but that's fine. You don't like Giannis or Stanton, which is a bit odd, or McGinn. You do like Healy, though. You're 69. I can't really say no to somebody that is 73 overall scheme fit. He has an offensive... Okay, Harleton, let's see. A+ offense. Teaching A-. Let us see what our guy looks like. He's also forwards. Oh, his fit is also 73. Never mind. We are totally fine. We're not going to get better than a 73 fit. We are doing absolutely fine. Let us just... we're going to sim all the way to next season. Someone's going to say yes. That is fine. It's just that one low elite or low bottom 6 guy. All right, I'm going to head over, and once we can actually edit lines, I'll bring you guys back. All right, I do believe that I have everything set up the way that I want to. We got Stanton, Janis, and McGinn on the first line. Hoglander, Olsen, who is set as a third liner right now, but if I do that, I get a +3. And Byfield is set as a second line. I'm going to try it like this for right now. We also have this Grabber Shensov, or however you're going to say his name, who's also listed as a third line. So definitely going to leave him there, which is awesome. Not bad defensively, and obviously a bit of a stud offensively. And I may just switch it around like that, because I know that... he did pretty well over there, and it doesn't particularly matter where everybody sits. That is fine. I just need to make sure that Byfield gets himself in the right spots. Looks like Andrew Shaw has... Ooh, yeah, he is slowly petering off there. Quincy, can you do face-offs? You can. You know what, Quince? Let's put him in center. I think that'll be fine. We also have Zach McEwen here as a right wing. I may also just do that, because why the heck not, right? It doesn't particularly matter. Everybody shoots right down here. It's just a bunch of right-handed shooter, just guys that are going to wreck face. Quincy is listed as a third liner as well, so hopefully he doesn't get too mad being down here, but it should be fine. If we look at our defense, I believe it's exactly the same than it was last year. It might be that Chirka here was not in that position. I cannot remember actually right now, but in my scratched, I've got Lysell here, who I may... He's not very good defensively, and he actually wants to be... He works better up the lineup more than lower in the lineup here. And this Matthew Phillips guy is actually not that great either. To be completely honest, neither of those guys really fit the bill. I may want to try and find someone down the A to fix that, but that's going to be in the next episode where we try and figure that all out. I am going to have to throw some stuff around. Michael Furland here is now another forward, a top 6 potential, so I'm afraid that Michael is slowly starting to peter off. And then we've got a couple low elite 61s and whatnot that I may want to get playing and not having sit if I possibly can. Maybe. Let's just see who's in the lineup and who can go away here. Reed is a medium top 6. Absolutely going to play you. Moore is a low elite. Gunler is a top 6. Low elite. Bure, low top 6. Just a plain old top 6. Well, hopefully he turns out there. Fourth line here for Clickhart. Could show up. We do have Albany Erickson here. So let's get one of those guys in for Albany. I'll say you. And we may have to just do that for a little while. There we go. You know what? I'm going to say it is fine down there. I am going to set captains. I just want to take one quick look at Morel here and see if we have any leaders or not. I know Hoglander is a presence. I guess he's the only guy. So him being a presence means he probably should at least get an A. I do not have any problem giving him an A. Where even is assigning... Wait, where do you assign captains? There we go, captains and jerseys. Been a while. So that makes sense. Who's got the C? Healy's got the C. I don't think McGinn should have a C. I mean an A, sorry. I think that Hoglander does deserve that A. He's been on the team for a little longer. He's got a little bit more age under him. I think that makes sense. Now, obviously, Shane Wright and Thetton probably deserve something. Yanis obviously as well, and probably Renski. But you know what? Healy was our first big draft pick. He's a stud. We love him. Yanis, our first franchise player, and Nils Hoglander is our feisty little power forward up on that up on our top 6, who's been around for a while as well. I think those are the guys that deserve the A's and the C's. Okay, guys, I think, well, let's actually, before I go anywhere else, assigning the scouts. Can I actually send the scouts out to the correct places now? Yes, I can. Let's get you to change region and figure out where you need to go. I believe there was somebody in the Dell that I needed to send, right? Nobody's out there. We got one person over there. We got 2 people over there. Somebody's scouting there. Someone's scouting there. Somebody's scouting there. Nobody's scouting the Dell. Yes, it was the Dell. Let's confirm him being sent to the Dell. You're already being sent to the Extraliga. I'm going to say this guy is the only other one that I need to change. I'm assuming he is going to be in North America, although 8 and 3 is probably fine. Does the rest of the world need a scout this year? Nope. Russia has 1 active scout. Yes, there is somebody there that I got rid of. So sending him to Russia makes a lot of sense. He has absolutely 0 skill in Russia, unfortunately. Lots of these guys, they're not going to have that much skill, unfortunately. This guy, Sador, we got him last year. Now he's a B. So it's going to take a little while for these guys to get going, which is fine. On that note, guys, I think unless, let's take one quick look, viewing contracts. Let's see if there's anything we can do. Stanton here wants a contract. Ooh. I think we might have to do this, guys. All right, he's 20 years old. He's a medium franchise. He only wants 10.55 times 0.85 equals $9 million for 6 years. I think that's a no-brainer. Let's see if he will take it. Very, very team-friendly deal there. Anybody else? I'm gonna have to wait for a little while for you, my friend. Any other big name guys? Olsen is going to be fairly big. Oh, can we get him for a steal for a long time? Let's get him let's get him for 5 years. Let's get him for 5 years for this, guys. All right, 4.475 times. You know what? Let's get him for 5 years. 4.75 times 0.85 equals $4 million. I mean, yeah. We're trying to save a little bit of money, so let's do this. And I'm going to say that that's probably... I'm going to try 3.9 for this. 3.9. Miller, you are also on a decent contract. That goes up pretty fast. Let's do 4 years for him. Unless 3 years is... See, 3 years is what he wants. I don't think he's going to jump up too massively. And we will still be able to do a UFA at that time. So let's try this. 5.7 times 0.85 equals 4.85. Not terrible. And he is, I think, already doing some good stuff. Quincy. Oh. Guys. Ooh, good lord. Let's just, I'm just gonna eyeball that. If we can get Quincy for that, that would be ridiculous. Ghost, what are you looking for, my friend? You're actually looking for a real contract. I'm gonna wait on Ghost. Baron, we're paying 2 point. Will you just take that? See what Baron says to that. Chikra. I'm gonna wait on that guy. And then looking at goalies, Jari does want an extension, but he probably wants real money now. I'm gonna wait on Jari to see how much money we have. We can always get a different backup. We had him on such a fantastic bargain of a deal for right then. So let's see what we can get. I'm going to see how many people will say yes to these contracts. I'm seeing a lot of people saying yes here, guys. That's pretty insane. Oh, was that everybody? That might have been all the contracts. These are preseason games, so they don't particularly matter. They although we are absolutely destroying there, which is pretty sick. Viewing the contracts. I know I said this was going to end, and then I immediately started sending out contracts. All right, so that is done. We have Werenski for a few years. Wait, what? Is that true? I don't remember offering that contract. There would be a reason why he said yes to it then, there wouldn't there? Good lord, that might have to be a tradable asset there, because that is not okay. Nils Hoglander is good for a few years. Byfield is coming up in a few years. Cool. We have $6 million in cap space right now. Okay. Okay, guys. I think we might be reaching a bit of a point next year where we might have to do a little bit. Let's see if I can get... oh, no, he said no, didn't he? He didn't want to come back. Well, if he'll come back for 1.2, that would be pretty awesome. I may have to do a little bit of fang-dangling a little bit in the following episodes, but for right now, I'm going to leave that where it is. I'm just going to hit sim up to the regular season while I'm saying my goodbyes here. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we will get this season underway at the start of the next episode. So hope to see you guys then. Bye, everybody.